As the oldest member, I am occasionally invited to go and speak at cricket clubs. I enjoy it. I think after all these years I've got something to say. But I always include some poetry in my evenings because I find people enjoy it. Especially, of course, if the poems are about cricket. If you're in a cricket club, of course. If it was a rugby club, it'd be about rugby, but it's a cricket. So they're about cricket. I usually try to do a couple. And this one, which I find is a particular favourite. Many people have told me how much they enjoy it. It's by a man called Alfred Cochrane. Now, Cochrane was born in the 1860s. He played in 3 varsity matches for Oxford. He played against the 1886 Australians for Derbyshire as an amateur. So he's a good player. He made his living writing. He wrote articles for the newspapers, he wrote reviews and much poetry about all manner of subjects, including cricket. And this is one of his finest, written in the late 1930s, looking back over a long life. And I think many older cricket enthusiasts will find something to identify in it. It's called The Enthusiast. I hope you enjoy it. Alfred Cochrane. In 1867, you will find his name in the school 11. He wasn't much use, because he made runs rarely, but he bowled a bit, and he fielded fairly, and whatever he might or might not have been, he had one good point. He was always keen. Keen, I should say so, with ample leisure to enjoy his one and only pleasure. He would always play, and he never chucked, he never jibbed, and he never bucked. He would go in late to oblige his friends and was ready to field long leg, both ends. So, although he wasn't a distinguished bat, everyone liked him. I'm sure of that. He played for teams which are dead and gone, and on grounds which have long since been built upon. Teams with singular names and rights, the Peripatetics, or the Fly-by-Nights. And as long ago as 73, he was made a member of MCC, where he's one of the few I've heard him say, survivors of Bob Fitzgerald's day. When his powers abated with middle age, he was far too wise to lag on the stage. His joints grew stiff, and his eyes grew dim, and bowlers began to bowl slow to him. A kindly concession, but one which he resented, sadly and bitterly. So laying his bat and his pads to rest, he took to watching with equal zest, and he bought for himself a small abode in Hamilton Terrace, St. John's Wood Road. What he did in December's frosts and snow when there was no cricket, nobody knows. His winter sleep may have been profound, and then, at last, the season came round. And then, when May with her laughing eyes flung open the gates of paradise, whether the morning be rainy or fair, if you went to Lord's, you would find him there. A trifle greyer, a shade more thin, and limping a little more slowly in. There was never a swallow from oversea more sure of returning with spring than he. He would watch and and watch and would never stop, except perhaps to talk cricket shop. A kindly critic, although one prone to applaud the age which he called his own. He was certain that nobody ever saw a finer bowler than Alfred Shaw, and he rather doubted if even Hobbes would be happy with Teddy Walker's lobs and things like that. Though his heart would warm at watching Hammond or Hearn in form. He never grumbled without good cause, and he never hungered to change the laws. Now, plot, or passion, or love, or strife, for some these make up the end in life. There are those who labour for wealth or fame, but this man gave his heart to a game. A futile mission, and trivial very, but I doubt that he had many talents to bury. And given that life, as the wise allow, is an odd sort of business anyhow, we can leave it at that, with a farewell verse, that he might have done better, but he might have done worse.